Hello everyone and welcome to Exness's weekly market outlook. Today we're going to be discussing the key ideas for possible trades this week and the reasoning behind them. Joining us is Stanislav Bernichov. Thank you very much, Stan, for joining us to give your insights.
Hello everybody. Hello Michael, thank you for having me today.
What's the main thing, do you think, then, in focus, the main instrument for which there's a possibly good idea for a trade this week?
So, of course, what's happening with energy markets, with crude oil, is really in focus now because of geopolitical tensions. However, for trading, that might not be a good choice because crude oil is already on the move, possibly already in the distribution phase. So let's take a look at the charts. What I'm monitoring today is the potential breakout for American dollar versus Canadian dollar. So it was in the consolidation, as you see here, and also we have pressure for American dollar. American dollar index is going up, driven by upcoming Fed meeting probably and inflation expectations, and also Canadian dollar is driven by crude oil. So both sides of this currency pair might lead to the growth of USDCAD. So that's what I'm monitoring. So I'm considering that probably we might achieve the area of 136, 138. That might not be necessarily in the form of the immediate price action, so that might be a wave-like action, the first wave, the second wave. So if you are a swing trader, for example, you might divide your position on two parts, taking something from the initial breakout, then waiting for the pullback or a consolidation, and then trying to ride the second wave. So at least that's how I see the situation.
Apart from, obviously, we've got the conflict in Ukraine and issues of supply of oil, what do you think are the other potentially key narratives that are going to be driving markets this week or already have done so this week?
Well, they are the same like always. So Fed meeting next week. So March 15, we will have publication of interest rate. Probably it will be raised. We don't know whether it will be one-step or two-step hike. So that's an intrigue. And also inflation. So if we take a look at inflation, we have it at the top 7.5%, and probably it will be even higher considering energy prices, gas prices. So gasoline is making new highs in the United States, for example. So considering that, we can anticipate higher inflation. So this is one of the major narratives right now.
And looking at the economic calendar and other statistics that are due out this week, what do you think are some of the things that traders might need to be aware of? What are some of the releases that might be monitored most closely that might not be directly related?
Yeah, first of all, it's consumer price index. So we have the second week after the first week, which is employment week. So now it's inflation week, let's say, in the calendar. So US CPI, a month-to-month basis, and US CPI year-to-year basis. So you see that expectations are pretty much overheated. So 7.8% in the calendar as anticipated number. So let's see how it goes. And also for those trading crude oil, we will have on Wednesday, we have publication of stocks for oil and a petroleum status report from the Energy Administration of the United States. So you can also monitor for that. It has some connection with the price of crude oil.
In summary then, we've got the possible idea this week of a breakout for USDCAD in two phases or two legs, possibly that might be in view by swing traders. And the key narrative that's driving that is inflation, apart from, of course, the situation in Ukraine with inflation very high and the focus on the Fed and its likely rate hike happening next week. And this week in data, we've got American inflation data that we're focusing on, and also stocks of crude oil from the USA, things that might possibly move the price of crude oil and so the Canadian dollar through that. Thanks very much, Stan, for joining us and giving us your valuable insights today.
Thank you, Michael. Have a good trading week, everyone.